Analytics podcast. Today I think I've gotten a really interesting idea. Today we're going to use ChatGPT. You probably know it or know about it, so I'm not going to explain what it is. It's basically AI or machine learning, because apparently, as Lex Friedman said, nobody's actually using the term artificial intelligence, but rather machine learning. Apparently it is the same. I don't really know. I'm just, going with the trend and being hip. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I have asked ChatGPT to give me a summary of the 4-hour work week. I think a timeless piece. And based on these answers that we're going to get, I'm going to ask a few more of these, and then we'll see what information we are getting. I do not really know if this information is like one of a kind. If anybody else asking the same might get the same answers. I really don't know. I actually assume that this is the case because all of that is learned or pre-learned. So, by the way, also the reason why I've chosen the 4-hour work week and also Tim Ferriss, so there should be enough data on him in the system and his work and what he's up to, what he's saying, what his belief system is and whatever. I think let's actually see what we are encountering here. As you can see on the left hand side, I've been going through some random shit like this. This actually doesn't apply to me, by the way. Then some other stuff than Houdini Vex codes and also Rhino scripts and whatever. I've been indeed able to generate me some code that was really quite useful for some really unnecessarily repetitive tasks that I had to do for uni. And it's definitely also worth checking out maybe all aspects of life and trying to see what you could be automate there, which apparently is also something that Tim Ferriss is talking about in the 4-hour work week. But yeah, anyway, let's head into it, I guess. So I first of all asked him I asked it what is a good book summary site. It said SparkNotes, CliffNotes, Blinkist. Yeah, it's actually Blinkist. I'm actually always saying Blinklist. Summary Story, and Schmoop provides study guide summaries and analysis for literature, poetry, and historical documents. Then I asked for the 4-hour work week as a summary, and I've gotten the 4-hour work week by Tim Ferriss is a self-help book that outlines strategies for maximizing productivity and achieving a better work-life balance. The book is divided into 4 main sections. The first one, definition. Ferriss argues that most people work too much and don't have enough free time. He introduces the concept of lifestyle design, which involves creating a life that maximizes free time and allows for personal growth. Elimination. Ferriss provides tips for automating and outsourcing tasks to free up time. He encourages readers to focus on the tasks that are most important and delegate or eliminate the rest. Automation. Ferriss discusses various tools and strategies for automating tasks, including outsourcing software and virtual assistants. I didn't know that he was, or that he went so much into depth with the whole automation part. Then the fourth one being liberation. Ferriss provides advice for achieving mobility and flexibility in work and life, such as traveling and working remotely, which is pretty interesting because I think the 4-hour work week is or was published in 2008 or something, maybe 10, but it is actually rather old, and therefore it is interesting to see that he's covering remote work and or working remotely, and I don't really know what I went through so many different book summaries on the 4-hour work week indeed, but yeah. Throughout the book, Ferriss emphasizes the importance of focusing on results rather than just working hard. He also provides tips for negotiation with bosses and clients to create a more flexible work schedule. The book has been criticized by some for promoting a get-rich-quick mentality, but it has also been praised by others for providing practical tips for creating a more fulfilling life. And I think the latter is indeed what Ferriss was up to. I think the story was the following, that he was working so hard on his own business that he really wanted to, create a new life for him, a life that was actually worth living quite. And therefore he came up with all of these strategies and ways to indeed make your life better. And he covered them and wrote them down in the 4-Hour Workweek, which, as far as I know, he was rather wealthy before anyway. So before his podcast career and all of the books that he has written and whatever. But still, now he's even wealthier. Then I asked, what do you think might help according to Tim Ferriss when you're feeling overwhelmed? Because I thought, well, people are working too much. What is working too much? Feeling overwhelmed. And I often do myself feel quite overwhelmed by the amount of work that I maybe, should be doing or would like to do. According to Tim Ferriss, if you're feeling overwhelmed, there are several strategies you can use to regain control and increase your productivity. So here are some of the tips he suggests in the 4-Hour Workweek. Eliminate distractions. One of the biggest sources of overwhelm is distraction. Ferriss recommends turning off notifications on your phone and computer, setting specific times to check email and social media, and creating a distraction-free environment for work, which I think is really good advice. Focus on the most important tasks. Ferriss suggests using the 80-20 rule to identify the 20% of tasks that will provide 80% of the results. By focusing on these high leverage tasks, you can increase your productivity and reduce overwhelm. This might also mean, what are the 20% of the tasks that actually make up for 80% of your happiness or 80% of your fulfillment in terms of, or satisfaction indeed, satisfaction with what you have done today. And I think this is indeed by him, if you are only doing a few tasks this day, which tasks would it be? Maybe writing your blog, maybe learning or studying something for uni, whatever it might be. Choosing the ones that create change in you and that make you actually feel better. Outsource and delegate. Ferriss recommends outsourcing or delegating tasks that are non-essential or that can be done more effectively by others. This frees up time for you to focus on the tasks that are most important. Take breaks and recharge. Ferriss emphasizes the importance of taking breaks and finding ways to recharge, such as exercise, which for some might actually be the complete opposite. Meditation or spending time in nature. Taking regular breaks can help you stay focused and avoid burnout. And I think the regular breaks is the most important part there. Going through a day just working and then in the end you're having a massive break might not be that smart. I guess having multiple breaks throughout the day is the way to go. Use systems and tools. Ferriss suggests using systems and tools to automate repetitive tasks and increase efficiency. This can include software, apps, and virtual assistants. Overall, Ferriss recommends taking a strategic approach to productivity and focusing on the tasks that will have the biggest impact. By eliminating distractions, delegating tasks, and finding ways to recharge, you can reduce overwhelm, and increase your productivity. So I do know, I can use the 80-20 rule. I should be eliminating distractions. I should focus on the most important tasks, and I should also be having breaks. Spending time in nature. And I should also be using systems and tools to automate certain repetitive tasks. Maybe let's go with the last one. What are certain repetitive tasks that one could be automating probably writing emails, probably posting to social media if this is a thing. Can you indeed, I don't know, can you automate WhatsApp messages? Can you do that? I really don't know. I think you can. It is not possible to automate WhatsApp messages using the official WhatsApp application, as it does not have an inbuilt feature to schedule or automate messages. However, there are some third-party applications that claim to offer automation of WhatsApp messages. Yeah, claim. And I mean, indeed, they're just, they are just, taking your data, selling it, and then doing whatever with it. What would be interesting? What type of meditation is Tim Ferriss using, and please give instructions. Let's see. Has been experimented with various forms of meditation and mindfulness practices over the years. In his book Tools of Titans, he mentions several techniques that he found helpful, including mindfulness meditation, transcendental meditation, which is interesting because apparently you can only learn it from someone that has learned it from someone. There is something about it. It's not as easy as going onto the web and searching for things, but maybe. I mean, he's also kind of leaving it out for whatever reason. So there might actually not be any information on that, but I think that I think that I have to ask for it specifically. Might be interesting that, but let's see what he says, or it says. I'm so sorry. And loving kind meditation. However, he does not mention using any particular form of meditation as a regular practice. That being said, here are some instructions for 2 of the types of meditation that Tim Ferriss has mentioned. Find a quiet place to sit where you won't be disturbed. Sit in a comfortable position with your back straight and your eyes closed. Focus on your breath, noticing the sensation of the air moving in and out of your nostrils. When your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Practice for 5 to 10 minutes to start and gradually increase the length of your sessions, which is mindfulness meditation. You probably know it. Loving kind meditation, kindness. Sit in a comfortable position with your back straight and your eyes closed. Begin by focusing on your breath for a few minutes. Bring to mind a loved one and silently repeat the phrases, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you live with ease, while picturing them in your mind. Repeat the phrases for other loved ones, yourself, and even people you may have difficulty with. Practice for 5 to 10 minutes to start and gradually increase the length of your sessions. It is important to note, and I do, by the way, really like and enjoy that there are certain safety mechanisms built into ChatGPT. Also always like these warnings, like this one. It is important to note that meditation is a personal practice and what works for one person may not work for another. It is important to experiment with different techniques and find what works best for you. Additionally, it is always a good idea to seek guidance from an experienced meditation teacher to ensure that you are practicing safely and effectively. So let's see what it says about. Tell me more about transcendental meditation, please. I, by the way, have a feeling that when you're saying please or writing please, that sometimes this helps indeed. Being kinder and being nicer sometimes helps. I'm having the feeling. Yeah. As I was searching for a script for Grasshopper, indeed, I think that I was stumbling upon that it does make a difference. I mean, it is always good to be nice to whomever this may be. Let's see. Something went wrong. Reload the conversation. That is interesting. Book summary sites. Tell me more about transcendental meditation, please. Let's see. If it keeps failing for whatever reason, is a technique for inner peace and relaxation that was developed by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi in the 1950s. It is a form of mantra meditation which involves the repetition of a specific sound or phrase called a mantra to help focus the mind. It involves the use of a specific mantra that is chosen for the individual by a trained TM teacher. Yes, this was the thing. The mantra is chosen based on a number of factors, including the individual's age and gender. During a TM session, the individual sits in a comfortable position with the eyes closed and silently repeats the mantra for 15 to 20 minutes twice a day. It is known for simplicity and accessibility, and it's been popularized by celebrities and public figures such as Tim Ferriss, who have reported benefits such as increased focus, reduced stress, and improved well-being. And it may also have something to do with PTSD and other things. There's a fee associated with learning the technique, yes, for whatever reason. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to end the episode here. So wish you the best and see you soon.